a video review of the RYSE Autograph Collection Hotel in Seoul, South Korea. I'm Chris, this is Topher, this is Yellow Productions. We do travel guides that are fun, informative, and entertaining. And in this video, we're going to be telling you everything you need to know if you're considering staying at this hotel, including the neighborhood around the hotel, the common areas of the hotels, and the inside of one of the rooms. This room, an editor room on the 19th floor. This video is part of our series on Seoul, South Korea. If you're coming to Seoul, you might want to check out some of our other travel guides on this city. You'll find links in the description below or at the end of this video. The RYSE Hotel is located in Hongdae, which is one of Seoul's younger and hipper neighborhoods. It's near Hongdae University, which is what brings all the young people to this neighborhood. The building it's in is a 20-story building, excitingly gray. As you enter into the ground floor of the hotel, the first thing you're greeted with is Tartine, a coffee shop from San Francisco. The elevators will take you up to the third floor, which is where the hotel lobby is. The lobby on the third floor is divided into two main areas, the part where you check in, and then the lounge area. The lounge is quite an interesting area because it's essentially the equivalent of the library. It reminds me kind of the Starfield Library at the COEX Starfield Mall. And they've got lots of interesting books. For example, the book on signs. Or perhaps Have a Nice Trip, coloring book. The backside of the lobby is home to a really interesting pastel seating area and some place called the Culture Studio. The fourth floor is home to the hotel's fitness center, open 24 hours. It's small, but it's well appointed, bright, airy, with windows that look out on the street. As you come in the front door of the fitness center, they have fresh apples, and they've also got hot and cold water. Across from the fitness center on the fourth floor is Long Chim, the hotel's Thai restaurant. This is also where breakfast is served in the morning. The 15th floor is home to the Side Note Club. It's the hotel's bar that has an indoor and outdoor area. It's a pretty neat rooftop patio that has views all over Seoul. I particularly like the smart elevators. You put your key card up to it and it knows what floor you're on and just goes there. I hate these things that you have to put the key there and then push the button. It's so redundant. Now that we've seen everything around the hotel, let's check out one of the rooms. Let's go up to the 19th floor of the parking garage. Wait, no, this is actually the 19th floor of the hotel. Let me show you the rooms just over this way. This is down the hallway, so you can see the windows almost make it look like it's under construction. And the room numbers are these little tiny room numbers. This is room 1903, an editor room on the 19th floor. Come on in, let me show you around. As you come into the room, Topher's gonna sit here because they left us some complimentary snacks. As a Marriott Titanium member, they also left this little note that says, "Dear Mr. Rainey, welcome to RYSE. Thank you for choosing to stay with us, and we wish you a wonderful stay. Best regards, Stock Kim Duty Manager." And these are kind of like some crackers, maybe with sugar. Oh, and at the front desk when we checked in, they gave us some traditional Korean lollipops as well. And then there's also some candy thing. I'm not really sure what these are. Maybe I'll report back to you later. The whole vibe of this hotel is really kind of funky with this sofa plus this wooden boom box. You'll see as we go, just funky. The view out of this room though is really quite nice. It looks out on Seoul and the Han River over there. This 19th floor view is pretty neat because none of the other buildings in this neighborhood are quite as tall as this one. If we come back over here to your left, you'll see that there are two double beds in this room. Nice yellow lamps that I like. That's pretty good. How'd they know it was my color? This is an odd color scheme though, kind of green, blue, yellow. This is the bathroom. There's a window into the bathroom. There is a thing you can roll down that seems to be fairly popular in Korea. This is the closet in the room. No doors, just an open closet. Down here, there's a refrigerator that you can see through. They put 2 bottles of water in there. There's another couple of bottles in here that has some of the items for tea, things like that. Below this drawer, there's things for shoes, laundry. They had 4 pairs of slippers in this room. And then finally, the in-room safe is in the drawer down there. On the wall, there's some interesting artwork. I guess this is maybe the editor room, like maybe we're like editing a newspaper. Not exactly sure. Oh, as we come back here, interesting note, this light is actually kind of like a motion detector light. Oh, and this is everything's fancy here. This is the teapot in the room. Not a standard teapot, but you know, it's got that snout. All right, so let's come into the bathroom here. The bathroom Does this have a door? Yeah, it's like a sliding door like this. The door closes just like that. It's got a big mirror on it, so that's nice. We come in, it's a room of rooms, so there's a couple robes here, but then through this glass door, that's where the toilet is. It's one of those smart toilets that the flush is on the wall. And then there's a second room right here. This is the shower room, and it's glass so you can see me through the glass, and this is the magic of wireless microphones. I probably sound like I'm in an aquarium here, right? But they've got the soap, conditioner, and body things in these big containers. I'm not sure that I love that. I feel like I should sing in here with this echo. And then the final part of the bathroom is the sink right here. Nice big sink, nice big counter, lotion, this and that. Interesting, a couple big face masks for kind of face. And then in this is where all the other toiletry supplies are. More toothbrushes, sanitary bags, combs. It's just I've never had quite a packet like this to hold toiletries in a bathroom. Okay, Topher, do you know what time it is?
It's hotel review time.
It's time for us to review the hotel, and for those of you who watch our hotel reviews regularly, you'll know we rate things on a scale of 1 to 5 Tophers. So Topher, how many Tophers does this hotel get?
4 Tophers.
It gets 4 Tophers. So now we'll talk about the pros and the cons of why this hotel got 4 Tophers. And first of all, everybody likes to know price because that's a context for the Topher rating. So the price of this hotel at the time we stayed in Seoul is about $200 per night, although we redeemed Marriott points to stay here. So the pros, we really like the location in Hongdae. It's very central to everything that's happening. It's like 2 blocks from kind of the heart of Hongdae. It's like 1 block from the subway station. And we like Hongdae as a neighborhood because it's not as touristy as Myeongdong or Insadong or some of the other parts of Seoul that have way more of the hotels. Hongdae feels a little bit more like an actual locals neighborhood, although there is enough stuff here to be touristy and English speaking and all that. The hotel is quite new. It was comfortable. The beds were comfy. The room was cool. Breakfast was quite good. As a Marriott Titanium member, we got free breakfast on the 4th floor in the Long Chim restaurant. They give you the option of picking one a la carte item per person. We picked the Eggs Benedict, which was quite delicious, and also the stir-fried noodles. And then the buffet has things like fruits, vegetables, salads. O.C. Girl really liked their Thai chicken salad. I loved the fruit juices. They had a fruit for each fruit on top of the juice, so you know what you were getting. It's just kind of a neat, funky vibe in that restaurant. The hotel itself is a bit funky, and so now let's kind of go on to the cons. I think the biggest con is it's kind of strange, the whole hotel. Like it's like a W hotel, and it's almost maybe a little too hip for Topher. I mean, I'm hip, so I'm good with it. But Topher was like, I could use a little more classic. One thing I have a complaint on is there's no desk. There's no desk in the room, which is someone who, say, edits video or things like that, then that becomes challenging to do that without a desk. The other con, and it wasn't a big con in this room, but actually right here, these are the air conditioning controls. This seems to be fairly classic in Seoul hotels. It's set to 20, but it never got below 22. This is a lot better than our last hotel, which it was set to 18 and never got below like 24. So actually, I found the temperature to be good, but I know other people have complained about the central heating and air conditioning. I just think it's something you'll kind of have to deal with. But while we were here, the air conditioning was quite comfortable, and we slept the best here as we did this week we spent in Seoul. Now, one of those days did happen to be on the temple and on the floor, so maybe that's not a great comparison. The room, we were on the 19th floor. It was quiet. Heard a little bit of road noise, but not that much to be bothersome. So the real question is, would we stay here again? And I think we absolutely would. I love the size of the room. I love the feel of the hotel. I love the Hongdae neighborhood. It's just kind of a neat neighborhood. Now I'll say, if this is your first time in Seoul, should you stay here? It depends what you want to do. If you want to do all the stuff that's around Insadong and the temples and things like that, it might make sense to stay closer to some of those things. If what you're doing though to come to Seoul is to like shop and to eat and just experience the city, then I think Hongdae is a pretty good place to do that. Certainly a great place to come if you're doing like a weekend trip, it's your second time, you want to experience something that is outside of the touristy throngs of Myeongdong. Well, hey, some other hotels we reviewed in Seoul, the Lotte Hotel Seoul, the Sheila Stay Seoul, and we've got a whole bunch of travel guides on Seoul. You'll find links in the description as well. We won't say goodbye because we'll see you in one of those videos.